It is Tuesday, February 19th, 2013, and I will call this meeting of the Norfolk City Council to order. This is an open meeting, and posted over here on this little wall right here by the door coming in is the actual Open Meeting Act made accessible to all members of the public. I would ask you to stand, join with us in a moment of silence, and as well the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Continue with roll call.
Hoy.
Here.
Lange.
Here.
Merrill.
Here.
Clausen.
Here.
Murin.
Here.
Moaning.
Here.
Faust.
Here.
File.
Here.
All right. Under action, I would ask for approval of the consent agenda as was provided you.
So moved. Second.
A motion with a second to approve the consent agenda. Please vote.
All council members voting in the affirmative.
All right, and next would be approval of a full agenda as presented.
So moved.
Motion, Your Honor.
Second.
We have motions and seconds. All in favor, please vote.
All council members voting in the affirmative.
All right, first is the special presentation tonight, a proclamation before us. Proclamation for Problem Gambling Awareness Month. Whereas our community is home to individuals and families adversely affected by problem gambling, and whereas compulsive gambling is often hidden from family members, social services, and mental health professionals, and whereas compulsive gambling often occurs in combination with other disorders such as chemical dependency and depression, and whereas it is important to raise awareness of the warning signs of compulsive gamblers and connect them with professional help. Now, therefore, I, Sue Bookman, Mayor of the City of Norfolk, by the power vested in me, do hereby proclaim the month of March 2013 as Problem Gambling Awareness Month. I don't know that I see anyone here in the audience to receive this, so Beth, I'll let you forward it to the proper. And next on the agenda is I would ask for consideration of approval of ordinance number 5243, which names the remodeled facility at Tahazuka Park, located at 1008 McKinley Street, Elkhorn Lodge, and includes a rental fee for that facility.
Your Honor, I'd move consideration of ordinance number 5243.
Second.
Okay, a motion with a second. Sheila, are we looking at you to come up and talk to this a little bit? Pat is. Okay. I don't know that we've had you up here yet, Pat, so welcome. Yeah.
Pat, you have to turn it on.
Okay. We're in the process of renovating what's going to be the new Elkhorn, what was the old Elkhorn cabin, and we're changing the name to Elkhorn Lodge. We've done a lot of work to it. It's more of it's a nice upscale type of home. So we're looking at raising the rental rates to reflect the type of rental it's going to be. It's pretty much going to be the same as what we had over in the old Elkhorn cabin. There will be alcohol allowed. We'll try to secure that area. There will be some fencing. There will be a privacy type fence to where it is kind of separate from the open areas of the park around it to give it a little bit of secludedness. It's online. My guys kind of underestimated, which is nice that we had a couple months built into the renovation of that, but it was rather extreme. A lot of wiring, filling in of a sunken living room, taking out a bathroom, putting in 2 new bathrooms, turning it into a rental building, plus moving our shop into there. So the renovation has been quite extensive, but we're well online. We'll be done in time for the first rental, which can be April 15th, and it's booking up pretty quickly. So what we're doing is a little housekeeping on everything. We're changing the name from Elkhorn Cabin to Elkhorn Lodge. We wanted to kind of keep the Elkhorn name in there with the Tahazuka name, the river being right there. And we're changing the way we're doing deposits. The rental rate's going up from $100 to $200 a rental. which is in line and actually cheaper than what we believe is comparable rentals in the immediate area. And the way we handle deposits probably wasn't terribly efficient. We would take a $200 deposit on that building in the past, and if we had to do anything above normal wear and tear or cleanup, then we would take that debit off of their $200 deposit. They would leave us a check, and then what we would have to do is either get them, we'd tear that check up, they would write us a check for the difference, and then they would just keep the rest. So this way what we're asking is that we were going to do cash only on the deposits. Much easier for us to, if we do have to, and it didn't happen very often, but if we do have to keep some of that because of excess over and above, then it's just much easier for us to handle it. And I would kind of entertain any questions that you may have.
What happened to the cabin? The cabin?
The old cabin?
Yep.
Well, it's seen a lot of hard use over the years, and we've done a lot of work to try to keep it up. It's really kind of getting close to falling down upon itself.
So is it going to be, though, of use? Or
No.
you'll just close it?
The area could be turned into, we're looking at some options in there. We really don't want to build another building back in there. We
Sure.
are having the Cowboy Trail extension come through there. So some of that area will be used for that. But we're looking at a possible outdoor classroom. We still have the Lower Elkhorn and our district foresters from UNL
Yeah.
that do give classes to schools out there, and they'll bring in their little sawmill and cut up wood. They'll take them back along the river and show them the beaver presence we have, the eagle nests and stuff like that. So we may do something with an outdoor classroom
Okay.
type of thing, but without the rental building going on
Okay.
back in there. But the old building's got to go.
Okay, all right.
Pat, what did you say that damage deposit was?
$200?
$200, okay. And the rental's $200 as well?
Yeah, and the deposit's not changing, just the way we handle, it used to be
Yeah.
checks only, now we're going to do cash on that.
Okay, thanks.
So that stays the same.
Okay.
Is the capacity about the same?
It's not quite the same. It's a little less. We have a capacity rating of 100 to it now, and we probably a little over 100 before. Seating, probably 85 to 90 is probably what we're going to get in there. We'll have as much or more outside seating as we had in the past, probably a few more picnic tables. It's going to be on a concrete deck where it was out in the gravel and dirt in the past. So outside we can handle as big as what we had. Inside, not quite as much, but where that one wasn't handicap accessible, this one's going to be, and it's going to be just so much nicer. I mean, we'd love you to tour it when we're done. You can stop in anytime you want and see the work progress.
Pat, out of curiosity, have you ever had a situation where the damage exceeded the deposit?
We have kept whole deposits. We didn't charge anything above. You could very well, we probably could have made a case for it well exceeding that, but there's been a couple of instances where we've kept the full deposit. It doesn't happen very often.
You'd sure hope not.
We have an employee, I believe, that's going to be using it for a
Yes.
wedding here, and she's very,
Yeah, we've got a couple employees that
Yep.
got it in April.
very pleased with certainly what they've seen out there, so
Okay.
job well done.
Okay. Well,
Any other questions at all, Council?
Pat, I was just going to ask you if some group came forward, that was the old Isaac Walton. There is no group like that, I don't think, right now.
No, years ago, I think and Dennis may have more history on that, but I believe they either gave it to the city or we bought it for $1 or something like that. And at that time, it changed from the Isaac Walton to be the Elkhorn Cabin.
If a group came forward and wanted a project and wanted to put a cabin back there that we could work with them on and then give it to us or somehow work with us, would we be acceptable to that? I mean, I know we'd have to plan it, put it in the right place, but there are some groups out there that look at stuff like that.
Sure. Well, ultimately, that would be the council's decision. Right now, our plans looking forward would be that there wouldn't be a cabin there, but it wouldn't preclude that from happening.
Okay.
But that's ultimately your decision.
Thank you.
Any future access would probably have to come in from the north. The new trail is going right down where the existing access is to
We'd have to
the,
go through the
to
other
the
cabin
cabin,
to get
so.
there or make a new entrance.
And there's kind of a partly road there now.
There
so-
is
Okay. I knew the trail was coming through there, but I didn't know if it was right on the road or, okay.
Yes, it is, in along that portion.
Well, that whole entire north side looks great.
Oh, it's
So,
coming along. They've
it
done
really
a
is.
tremendous amount of work, and
Yep. Okay,
stop by.
will do. All right. Thanks, Pat. Any other comments or, all right, if none, do we have a short title on this, Beth?
An ordinance of the City of Norfolk, Nebraska to amend Section 2-5 of the official city code to update the comprehensive fee schedule related to cabin rentals, to provide when this ordinance shall be in full force and effect, and to provide for publication of this ordinance in pamphlet form.
All right, please vote.
All council members voting in the affirmative, ordinance 5243 carries on first reading.
Your Honor, I move we suspend the rules and pass ordinance 5243 on second and third.
Second that, Your Honor.
Okay, we have a motion with a second to suspend and pass on second and third. Is there any discussion or question? If not, please vote.
All council members voting in the affirmative, ordinance 5243 carries on second and third readings.
Okay, seeing nothing further then on the agenda, we're adjourned. We'll see you all.